Alrighty, welcome back folks, this is Keith Hersey here, and today we're returning to Fantasy Grounds. This is going to be version 3.0.6 for Fantasy Grounds, and I currently have loaded up the new 5e rule set. It's been a while since I've looked around, so I thought I'd take you along the process as we look to see what differences there may be. Right, so let's see here. Combat Tracker. That looks pretty much the same. It's got a different interface. Kind of cute with the different icons and whatnot that they have. Let's see here. Here's the party sheet. It's a little different. Don't look too bad though. Okay, some order and everything. See here, we got tables. This is where you can put in like critical hits, fumbles, calendars, different stuff like that. And then also with the new edition, you can make, I do believe you will be able to make the tables in here for different backgrounds and stuff like that, or you can make your own. So that's there. Here's the calendar. That's right, it's a separate thing now. That's cool. So we'll just close that. There's some, I believe there's some mods, some generic mods for that. Let's see here. We got the paint scheme, so we could change the color of our dice. Let's say we won't go with, ooh, I like that. Alright, we'll go with that color there. Close that. So you just use the different colors and mix and match until you find the right color. And these two buttons here, wait a minute, this one here changes from black numbers to white letters, or numbers. Okay, so that's there, that's the color palette. Let's see, the next one here is options. I did kind of go in here and I saw quite a bit of new stuff here. Client, mouse wheel editing, control. I guess if you hold down the control and the wheel, you can edit certain things that are usually locked. Target remove on miss, multi. That just removes the targeting reticle from creatures and whatnot. Let's see here, the game here, set GM voice to active, CT. I believe that's to the current token, like if I am speaking through the token of one of the NPCs, over here in the chat it'll come across as that NPC's talking if I type anything instead of through me, if I turn that on. Show all whispers to GM. Oh yeah, definitely want that on. Oh whoops, I'm currently on the player side actually, so let me hop back over to the other one. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's see here. We were under options. We'll come back to those others in a minute. Alright, so we'll turn that on. Show all whispers to GM. Yes. I like to see what the hell is being said. Can everybody show GM roles? Nah. Show portraits in chat. That's currently on. So if you had a different text in here right now, I don't have anything for Ghost. When he would talk, it would come across with a little portrait of his icon attached to his name, so you could better understand who's talking. Let's see here. Show results to client on. Show roll totals on. Identification. I think if you turn that on, I don't know for sure, but I'll come back and I'll do some experiments. I think with that on, it'll automatically identify items that the party receives. I'm pretty sure. Party, show characters to clients. That way, you know, if you want your other players to see what everyone else is playing, and to see their characters and their inventory, you could turn those on. Or if you want to keep their stuff secret, you could. Dice Tower. Oh yeah, we'll put that on. Token facing. That's new. So you can face your tokens, which is good. Good to see that. I think a couple of these other things were new. Alright, let's see here. Under combat, auto NPC initiative, that was already there. Mpc numbering, they have currently is append. I like to use random. That way your players don't go, okay, I see skeleton 5, 3, and 1, where's 2 and 4? I like to mix it up, so I'll put random. So that way it's like skeleton 21, skeleton 8, and they're like, where the hell's the other 19? Gets them a little worried. Let's see, damage rolls, variable and fixed. So this is new for the rule set. I think this comes in to play like how some of the creatures you can either use a static amount of damage when they deal their damage, or you can actually roll it up. So that's cool. That's there. Ring bell on PC turn. I believe that was on before. Turn on. Show effects on your turn. See turn stop at round start. I'll leave that there. See view, show health to clients if they're friendly, or you can turn it off, or all. So you can show what the health bar is on your fellow members, so you can see how they're doing health wise, or you can turn it off, or you can turn it to where they can even see how the monsters are doing. Wound categories. This is new. This used to be an extension that you used to add in previously. So now it's already built into the system, so you can choose simple categories or detailed. So you can see if they're like wounded, lightly wounded, heavy, and whatnot. And then the detail goes into 4 more detail on it, like if they're critically, their health is critical, like they only got a few hit points and whatnot. See here, token, auto scale to grid, 80% of grid. That looks new. Show ally effects. I think some of this stuff here is new. So I'll be playing around with that later. We'll come back later. Alright, house rules. Attack, fumble, crit tables. Currently off. You can turn those on if you just want to fumble, or just want to crit, or you want both. Or just off. I'll leave it off for now. There we go. CT, auto death rolls. That's currently on. So whenever a character drops to 0 hit points, how you're supposed to make a death roll, when it comes up to their turn, the system will automatically roll a death save to see if they pass or fail. And some of this automation you can turn on and off. So if you just want to randomly do it, you could do that, or you could just automate it, depending on, you know, how much automation you want. Alright, so let's look here. They also have the lighting, which looks the same. See, we got where we could turn the sunlight on, which is what it is now. Turn to daylight, and you'll see the lighting kind of subdues. Gives it some cool effects. Yeah, it looks like a campfire. And then this one might be new. I don't remember that one. I guess in some trees and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see here. Modifiers. Okay, this looks new. Or no, this isn't new. This was there before. So you could put in your modifiers for like opportunity attacks, cover, and whatnot. And you can do more modifiers you can add. Customize that up. Let's see effects. They have an effects thing here. So you could go in and you could put like effects like what happens when you're paralyzed, blind, stuff like that. So that's been there. Alright, PC, this is all the characters that are listed for the current campaign. So that looks the same, just different background and whatnot. So all you do is just right click and just create a new one. Alright, story, that's the same. You just go in. This is where you would add in like descriptions of rooms. You could put in a brief synopsis of your adventure, the town, stuff like that. And you can customize it where I believe you can make it where the players see it or not. You can show just certain people different elements. Like if you got a faction quest that's only good for a certain faction, let's say one person out of the party has a faction quest, you could drag and drop that on to them, and only that person will see it, which is cool. Images, this is where all the images will be stored, and it's very easy on Fantasy Grounds. You can create your own custom maps, or you can take a picture, scan it in to where it's like a JPEG or a PNG, drop it into the images folder, which you can even click the button right here and it'll open right up to the folder where you can just drag the image you want, drop it in here, and then bam, it'll show up in here, which I'll be going into detail on all this stuff. I'm just, wanting to do kind of an overview here. Mpc, this is, they kind of combined 4th edition. It used to be NPCs and encounters were two different buttons. They've now kind of linked them together. So you got your NPCs here, and then you click here to go to your encounters where you build your encounters with your NPCs. So that's kind of new. Items. This isn't really new. They had items before, but this link here to the parcel window, so you can create your parcels for your items and loot and whatnot, is all right there. That makes it easy. So the way they combine it, that's definitely new. That's cool. Alright, so next we've got notes, where you can have players write notes, or you can make notes and whatnot of the campaign. So instead of the characters writing, they can click in here and they can type up their notes as you're going. If they're wanting to remember important NPCs, what the current quest is, stuff like that, that's what they could use this for. Library, this is going to be where the modules will show up. Modules are a different term for some of you that are new to Fantasy Grounds. Different, like if I were to parse the player's handbook and put it in here, that would be considered a module. So it's not the same term as a module being an adventure. So modules, you can create your own adventure, package it up, and it turns into a module. So module has a different meaning here within Fantasy Grounds. But when you make those things, which we will get into later, like later on down the road, when I get the player's handbook and parse all that in here, I'll be able to go in here, and let's say I just want to build a character real quick, I could just be able to just drag and drop my spells and whatnot if I'm creating like a cleric or a wizard, which makes it real handy. Once again, I'll go into that in detail in a later video. And then of course we have the tokens button down here. This is where all the tokens that are currently available will be stored at. It's very easy to make your own tokens using images and whatnot, or you can buy tokens already made. There's some really good ones, like by Devon Knight. He makes some awesome tokens. But anyhow, you can just drag and drop those into the folder for the tokens, and you could sort it out through for GM. That's only the tokens that are available for the GM, and then you can make another folder for the shared. That's what the players can choose to use in your campaign. And then of course you can put tokens in certain modules, so you don't have to have so much stuff eating up memory here. Alright, so we got that. This is the chat box here, and let's see here, I'm trying to see if maybe they changed. I know at one point they were making it to where this is resizable. It might still be. I haven't used it in a while, so I got to play with it a little bit. This is the chat box. All the die rolls will show up here. Any chat text and stuff will all show up over here. Here, I'll show you the dice. You can just pick up the dice and just click and hold it, and just kind of move the mouse around and get some momentum going, and just quickly release it as you throw it up against the wall. And there. I mean, it's the best looking die roll there is, in my opinion. See that? It's pretty cool. So you could do that, and then yeah, you want to definitely roll in the chat box. So that's how you do that. Let's say I need to roll 2d4. You just right click, choose 2, and just roll the dice. Bam, there it goes. And it all added up and everything. They got the modifier box over here. Let's say I get advantage. I haven't tried this, so let's see how this works. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Oh, cool. So you hit that, and then it'll have you roll 2d20s, and it'll take the highest score. So we'll do that again so you guys can see. So this time we'll do disadvantage. So this is going to be 2d20s taking the lowest score. So it's going to roll 2d20s. Oh man, look at that, a 20 and a 3. Alright, so there's that. Here's some modifiers, like if you get a +2 to hit, +5 to hit, -2, -5, and so forth. Or if you have your own custom, let's say you need a +3 to hit, you just click that box and then just type in the number you want it to be. So I just hit 3, and there. So if I roll a d20, it's going to roll it, and it's going to add 3. So 9. So really simple. And then you'll see there's some like hot bar slots down here, where you can kind of like make your own dice rolls, kind of like a macro bar in a way that you can have down here. So anyhow, that's just a real quick overview of Fantasy Grounds. I am going to go into greater depth on every aspect of the 5th edition rule set for Fantasy Grounds. So I hope you enjoyed it. Anyhow, take care, and I will see you later.